So I've got my new axle. This is a piece of 1.5 by 2.5, I think. 1/4 inch wall. So this is now level. And this, I don't even know what this is called. Angle plate, something like that. It's like a machinist 90-degree block that's like, you know, machine quality, we'll call it. It's as good as this table that it's sitting on, I know that. So this is a VW spindle and drum. It's a late Super Beetle spindle. It had the later style struts, which the spindle was basically held on with these two bolts here. So my plan is, with this setup here, the drum is level this way. Yeah, this way and also this way. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make plates that weld to the axle and then come up and bolt here and here. And I think I might get fancy and even cut it down this way so that the plates, there's gonna be a plate, one on each side. So the plates I wanna come in and be exactly flush here. So I'm gonna notch this probably back to like here. As I said, make the plates come out, come in here. 2 big through bolts here and here. The only thing I have to do is square it this way. And I actually bolted this piece directly to the lug bolt holes. So that is level with the drum. So if I do some simple measuring from here to here to here, that should ensure that the toe is correct. All right, I got it tacked on. These were like, I don't know, like a 10mm or something bolt. I drilled them out to 1/2 inch so I could use new grade 8 hardware. There's the finished axle. VW drum. I just plasma cut the brake surface off to turn it into a hub. I put right hand dust caps on both sides so I don't have the speedometer hole in there. Small detail. Got my U-bolts and everything in there. So big heavy duty bracket on this side. It goes all the way up past the clamps. So you don't have welds hanging out in space, not supported in any way, if that makes sense. And get the bracket on this side too. And as I mentioned at one point, I notched the tube so that there was no shimming needed or anything to bolt it directly to the spindle. So a lot of work, but I think it was worth it. And I cut the V-nose down to an angle in the front. I got my new slick mounts. It's a little hard to explain, but this little pit right here is going to be for a cooler. So we don't have to take up trailer space for the cooler. And with it being sticking out of the top of the trailer like that, you can easily grab a drink or something at a gas station. So I thought that was a good idea. So you need to seal this from the trailer so rain doesn't get into the trailer. So I sealed the floor completely in this sump, whatever you want to call this. And I actually put in a drain right there. And the drain goes through an actual pipe through the bottom of the trailer. So any rain that gets on top of this is going to go right out the bottom of the trailer, not get inside the trailer. That'll be a little clearer how it works and how it looks when I get the thing together. The only thing stopping me from final assembly right now is long story short, my car trailer is 14 foot long and my car is like 12 foot long. So, you know, the math says that that's not gonna fit. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually make a mount on the front of the trailer, like on the A-frame, and I'm gonna stand this trailer up on end and actually make like 4 mounting ears on the back and actually bolt this right to the front of the trailer. I think that'll work good. I won't need any straps or anything. And the only downside to that is I'm gonna have to unload the whole trailer and put all the stuff maybe in the car back seat. while I'm in transit. But I think that's my easiest way out of this problem. So what I'm gonna do right now is try to figure out, first of all, if this will fit on the front of the trailer, and then start making mounts. I used a VW deck lid latch, which works really good. And the cool thing about this is it's a locking one, and I do have the key. So I can actually lock this trailer up, and it opens just like a VW deck lid. I had to kind of notch out the frame a little bit and make a clip there, but I'll final tidy all that and final paint everything. But it works really good. It's creaky, but I'll show you from the inside here how it works. But that notch there is so that the body of the latch will go in there, and then the latch part will go into that slot right there, just like that. And I'm gonna seal around the door. All right, we got it on, mocked up, not bolted on. It's pretty vertical. It's crazy how tall it is. But the way it is right now, I just temporarily C-clamped a couple of like 2x2 blocks there. Left an opening in the middle for that hatch handle that I was talking about. So all I would have to do if I decide this is gonna work is weld a tab right here and bolt it down. And then the same thing up here. Weld a tab here or up here and just one through bolt. That'll be 4 bolts total. I think that's more than enough to hold that in place. I'm not gonna do 1/4-20s. I'm gonna do halves or 5/8 bolts. So right now, all we gotta do is roll the car up on. We got a new used truck, 17 Ram 5.7. It's a bighorn.
It's a bighorn. Well, that's why I come up here.
It fits. It kind of fits perfectly fine. As I said before, the trailer isn't sticking out beyond the A-frame any more than it was, so it doesn't interfere with the turning radius of the truck. All right, I got all my little feet and tabs and everything roughed in, tack welded on. So to take this trailer off, all I have to do is take out these 4 bolts, and then when the trailer is sitting on its feet, these act as like tie downs if I want to strap anything to the roof or anything like that. So I kind of went around and marked how I'm gonna cut off the corners and stuff. So I'm gonna take these 4 bolts out and drop this thing down and final weld everything and paint it. The wire harness is run through, just doing a flat 4 connector because don't have brakes or anything. I carefully pulled the wires through there, sealed the hole, ran the wires up somewhere out of the way, and right here I actually pulled it through a tube, a very thin metal tube, so I don't have to worry about throwing in my tools and stuff and wrecking the wires. I'll show you the back in a minute, but I drilled a nice big hole here, and these are the wires here. I just got to connect them up. 1 ground, parking light, and blinker. That's it. So that'll be easy to bug that in. Again, I got a tube pulled across, and the same thing over there. Just got to connect the ends there. And in the back, what I got going on is I had the door built already, but I made these 2 panels and put in the taillights. I wanted them up nice and high since this trailer sits kind of low. I got my trailer bolt down brackets done. It came out pretty good. Super heavy duty. I welded both sides all the way, 100%. Built a roof rack. When I say roof rack, I just mean like a hand railing around the top. And when I do the top decking, it's gonna be something strong enough to be able to put things on. So now I've got a lot of like bungee and ratchet options with this handle. I made it out of 3/4 conduit, but the good thing is it's heavy enough that I can, you know, if we have to slide this trailer around for some reason or whatever, you can grab onto that and drag the trailer around and not worry about it tearing off or anything. It should fit. It's a 24-inch brake, and this is a 24-inch piece of metal. Should go. Yeah, that jaw's loose, I think. We're through. Keep going, keep going. I gotta line up 2 lines right there and right there. I think I got it. Already kinked a little bit. This side is bending more aggressively than that side. I bet you there's an adjustment that's off. I'll go a little past and then unspring it. Okay. Can you reach that? Now. Yes. All right. Now, where it's cut there is going to not want to go through. So you might have to just help it a little. Don't shove it. Okay. Driving lesson going on out here. I hear gears crunching. There she goes. It's raining. So for a while, this trailer was great to work on because it was just a skeleton, and to do things inside I could just reach down through, but I can't do that anymore. So I think for the first time I'm gonna have to go spelunking. I'm gonna have to climb in the back and to get at those nuts. But let's see how that goes. Are you filming? Okay. I got a drill up under here, so I need to lay on this and work up over my head.
Okay.
I got my headlight and I got my safety goggles on because you don't want metal chips falling in your eyes. I saw you driving that Sears. You're doing good.
Thanks.
Brody, I gotta get in here.
This is my piano.
It's rolling away. Yeah, there we go.
This is my
Oh, I did it. Perfect. Where's the drill?
I found the drill.
I got it. All right, let's see if I can make this happen. Ah, chips in the face. Where's my rivet gun? I spilled the pop rivets. There's rivets everywhere. My tummy's showing. I can't get out. So this is an original VW deck lid license plate light and the latch. I got all my stuff packed up. Just hitched it up to the Magnum just to see if the lights work. All the marker lights work. This one's here. These here. Spoiler alert, the blinkers work too. And the license plate light works. So all the wiring works first try. Just waiting on fenders. All right, it's done, finally. I got the fenders mounted. I polished and painted the wheels. This style wheel has a lot of just as much paint as bare aluminum. I got them as good as I could. I'm not totally happy, but they're pretty flat, and they're definitely shinier than they were. They were very terrible condition when I got them. But anyway, going back to the fenders, I got these for shipping. Well, shipping was free, but tax and everything, I paid $86 for both of these fenders. I had to cut off about 8 inches off of each side to get them to fit about right. I got them from that Rainforest website, whatever that is, the cheap one. But fenders are done. The diamond actually reflects off the black and makes it look weird. So I don't really know what else to say. It's done. I gotta take it up to get it weighed, and then I can get it registered on the road, and that's it. So, I don't know if I ever mentioned that emblem I bought brand new for like 16 bucks. It's pretty. It's like, I don't know, 10 inches across, 8 inches across. It's some bus emblem. It's not like the big one, but it's like the medium one. But it was super cheap because it's plastic and dipped in chrome or whatever. So it probably won't last forever, but I think it makes things stand out a little bit more. Finally, done.